Hello, nerds. Let me give you a big hug. Thank you for watching Generally Nerdy. This is your weekend Nerdom Supplemental for the week of February 5th, 2018. For those of you that don't already know, the Supplemental is the video where I go pretty meta and basically just talk about YouTube, but it's also the catch-all for anything that couldn't fit in any of the other stuff from earlier in the week. For whatever reason that may be, we talk about it all right here.
Quiet on the set, rolling.
Hi, I am Bitsy Telek.
Hey, I'm Hale Appleman.
I'm Walter Kane.
I'm Rene Aubergenois. Odo on Deep Space Nine.
Michael Dorn, Lieutenant Commander Worf, Star Trek The Next Generation.
Come and see me and hear me and talk to me and listen to me talk about myself.
Hey man, this is Kevin Smith, often considered generally nerdy, and you are listening to what is often considered generally nerdy.
On Generally Nerdy.
You're listening to
Generally Nerdy.
Generally Nerdy.
Generally nerdy.
Before we get into the supplemental news, I have an announcement to make. This week, we got our first $5 patron over on patreon.com/generallynerdy. You can jump on for just $1 if you want early access to all the videos. There are incentives to go into the higher tiers. There's a $2 tier, there's a $5 tier, there's a $10 tier. All of those, there's reasons to jump onto those tiers. You get all kinds of extra really cool stuff, and you get to contribute to the conversation. Should you jump onto the $5 tier, you get a shout out, just like I'm doing right now for Marty. And you also get to contribute a little more directly to the conversation. Should you have something you want me to cover in any one of the episodes throughout the week, this is the place where I would do that. Being as Marty has not contributed any suggestions, I'm just going to say thank you, Marty. And now let's talk about the news. So to start, we are talking about board games, believe it or not. Board game news, we have a new version of Monopoly coming out. And now that's not normally something that's something to talk about in a news show like this. This one I feel like is, because it's not just plastering some other IP over Monopoly. It's not like renaming the board spaces so that they line up with like Star Wars or the Marvel Universe or anything like that. This is a legit new set of rules for Monopoly. This version of Monopoly is called the Cheaters Edition. Now, apparently this new version encourages your bad behavior. So those of you, and you know who you are, those of you who cheat at Monopoly, this version, the new rules kind of A, make it easier, and B, incentivize cheating. If it's incentivized, is it really cheating, though? I mean, if you get caught doing the cheating things, then you still get in trouble, and there's structure for that trouble as well. And they're adding inside the box, they're adding some plastic handcuffs. So when you're in jail, you have to wear some plastic handcuffs. It's very entertaining for me. And not only does it incentivize, but it actually gives underhanded tasks for you to do. Gets rid of the banker. You don't assign a banker. Anytime whosever turn it is, they assume the role of banker for the entirety of their turn, which makes it easier to cheat. And it's coming. It's going to be on sale for $20. It's not on sale yet. I couldn't find a release date for it, but I don't know. I just thought it was a really interesting bit of Monopoly news. But that is all of the Monopoly news, and we're moving over to some toy news. In toys, with the launch of the Black Panther movie later this month, we're looking at little under a week at this point by the time this episode is posted. So yeah, there is a new toy that corresponds with the movie. It's a helmet. It's an adult-sized Black Panther helmet. Sure, it's plastic, but cosplayers are gonna go crazy for this. This is all right. So this is my prediction for this cosplay that is going to come out of this helmet. We're going to see a ton this year at Comic-Con. We're going to see a ton of Black Panthers, and most of them are going to be dudes of whatever ethnicity, just wearing the helmet and a black shirt. I'm in cosplay now, damn it. That's what's gonna happen. So, I don't know. I really feel like it's more than just a molded piece of plastic. This is like, it looks like it's going to be high quality plastic. But again, it is plastic and it's got LEDs so that it lights up. So yeah, this is better than most cosplayers, even most mediocre cosplayers could have done by themselves. So I applaud them for doing this. It's gonna be $100 though, so that's a little bit of a setback, but I feel like there's gonna be plenty of people willing to pay that $100. So yeah, the rest of the news bits are all across the YouTubes, all of the really interesting stuff that I've seen, all the stuff that we follow and all that jazz. First up is a new video from Variant Comics, which was really cool. It's 12 characters who have become Batman. Link in the description. It's, yeah. I've been watching Variant Comics for a little over a year now. The guy who does that show does a fantastic job. I really appreciate his stuff. So go check this one out because it's worth it. Even if you're not a huge comic book fan, if you're just passive, this will kind of beef up your comic book knowledge. The next video though, again, link as always is in the description, is another video from Jared Dines. I say another. We talked about Rob Scallon last week. In my head, sometimes the two get a little crossed, and I'm sure it's offensive to them, and I'm sorry, guys, but it happens. But yeah, Jared Dines, who is another musical YouTuber, another metal YouTuber, did a video about his 18 string guitar. Yes, an 18 string guitar. It's like, it's like an 8-string bass and a 10-string guitar in one, because there's definitely bass strings on the bottom end of that. Yeah, very interesting. He's done 2 actually with that guitar so far. A link though in the description is to the first one, because that's the one that he actually plays that damn thing, and it's very interesting. Next, we're talking Honest Trailers, and everyone loves Honest Trailers. If you have yet to see Honest Trailers, it is a Screen Junkies show. It's on the Screen Junkies channel. Their newest video is the Honest trailer for Transformers: The Last Night. I've been, again, watching them for a long time. I love their stuff. I don't normally link to them, but this trailer was great. So link in the description. Our last bit comes from the one that we always talk about on Supplemental, is Leo Moracchioli. I can never pronounce his last name right. I'm sorry, Leo. But the channel is Frog Leap Studios. He does metal covers of popular songs and does acoustic covers of metal songs, and just generally does really awesome stuff. He's a fantastic producer. The video that he did this week was LMFAO's Party Rock Anthem. He was apparently on the Shiprocked tour with Zach Wilde and Bumblefoot and all these other rock stars, and he was performing at this. So that's kind of motivation for those of you who do music and do YouTube, and you can, as long as you're putting out quality stuff. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing with this whole restructuring of how YouTube monetizes. You have to be doing quality stuff. If you're not doing the best stuff, then why would you want to make money at it anyway? If you're not doing the best you can do, then obviously your heart lies somewhere else. And Leo's heart definitely lies in metal. And the dude is again, I said it earlier, I'm saying it again, he's a fantastic producer and is a fantastic player. His channel is full of great stuff. And really big goofball too. So he's really funny. Check out his videos. The video that's in the link in the description is to LMFAO, his cover of LMFAO's Party Rock Anthem. Yeah, that is where we're going to end this week's supplemental video. What did I miss all across this nerddom? What should we talk about next week? Definitely let me know in the comments below. If you want to go deeper in the conversation, jump over to the website, generallynerdy.net. You'll find all the links to the social medias. You'll find all the other freebies up on the website. If you want to help this conversation, if you want to contribute, then you can jump over to the Patreon page, patreon.com/generallynerdy, where you can jump on for, again, just $1 a month. You do not have to jump on for $5 like Marty did. Thank you again, Marty, for the $5 a month. Jump on for the $1 a month. You get early access. You can get more stuff if you want. There are higher tiers to join in on. If you're falling behind on your nerd news, you want to catch up, click or tap right there to the left of my face to do that. But before you go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.